How's it going, everybody? This is Eddie, and welcome back to the creative, well, technically to creative flat world stuff. But of course, this is not a flat world. This is a normal world because I needed a snowy biome, and you can't really change the biome in flat world. Now, that cough reminds me. I would like you to disregard most of the noises coming out of my throat for this video, save my voice. Except my voice. Because I am pretty sick with a terrible cough. But I'm going to try not to cough on camera so that you guys don't have to witness that. Especially, yeah, okay, never mind. Enough said. I don't need to, okay. So I'm going to bring you through the process, as you can probably tell, of a ice machine type thing in the it'll farm ice for you while you're gone or while you're around in the area, and you come back and you have your ice all in a nice neat line. And basically the whole idea behind this is an infinite spring. You can tell I can just use this bucket. When I take out water over the piston, I need ice. There we go. Take out water over the piston. Oh, something just worked. I'm not sure which one it was. It was that one. I also one YouTuber comment, or was it YouTube or was it Minecraft forum? I don't know. One of the two commented that I needed to get my more or less get my shit together before the video happens. And I'm back on my own computer on my own account now, so not using any of Rob's stuff. So the setting up audio and stuff shouldn't be a problem. But I put all the stuff I'm gonna need in a line. At least I'm pretty sure that's all the stuff I'm gonna need in a line, so that I can just come over with the pick block and get what I don't have on the bar. Anyways, so when this freezes, I put torches so it wouldn't, but let's put the ice there to pretend it did. Although I did put it on the other side of the map, or the other side of the area. Alright, and then let's get torch, and what the idea is, once that middle one freezes, boom, there it goes, and then it freezes again. There it goes. And it freezes again. I'm just plopping ice down there to simulate and see how it creates this nice neat line. And then using a thing called smart pistons, we can snake it around. Smart pistons is this idea right here, that when you place a block in the way, it immediately pushes. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't exactly work for one little reason. Ice cannot be powered. The whole system behind this here is that the dirt can be powered. You place it on top of this, it becomes powered, and it pushes the piston. And I'm not sure if there's a simpler way to do this. I've seen people do, like, place down a block, a torch, and a piston, and it works. But this just immediately came to mind as something I knew was going to work for sure. So there it is. But with ice and glowstone and glass, glowstone, glass, this does not work. So perhaps there's a smart piston that works for glass, glowstone, and ice, but either way, I kind of compromised by just timing it so that it will fire. See, ice doesn't get produced very quickly. So, what is this here for? Oh, that was that. Oh, never mind. Whoops, sorry. Oh yeah, that's just thought of a flaw in this whole system. That's okay, it can easily be avoided, and I'll do it off camera. Actually, yeah, it's good, we're good, okay. But so you can't use a smart piston for when the ice freezes, and B, to tell when your pillar is full or anything like that. So you have to use a bud switch. Whoops. And this is a basic bud switch. which stands for block update detector. No, block update switch, or bud could just be a block update detector, I guess, because the D could be for update or the D could be for detector. Anyways, so when a block is placed near this piston, it fires. This is basically a bug in the game when this block that is diagonal from the piston is powered. And what happens is that it will fire the piston on the event of a block update next to it. It's a bug. So it fires the piston, which raises the glass in this case ice and sand. And then, like we said before, it can't be powered. So this sand is powered right now. You got the red repeater powering it, and then because this block is powered, it is powering this redstone dust. But since it becomes glass when the piston moves up, then the block is not powered because glass cannot be powered, and the the redstone dust here is not powered, which means that the piston comes back down, which then of course means it gets powered again, and it is ready for the next block update. So when the ice gets formed right here, or never mind. Wait. Yeah, no, I'm right. Sorry. My original idea is this right here. You just merge the kind of infinite spring idea with the block update detector right next to it. So here it is, infinite spring, freezes, block update goes, and then the idea would be to, like I said, power a piston under there. But I had troubles with that because I couldn't power that piston and then have that piston push this ice block up without also triggering another block update, because the piston extension is a block update. So I solved that problem pretty simply. And like I said, I just saw another flaw in this because I haven't let this run a long time, so I'm going to fix it right now. And that is making this a long stream in between, because the adding and removing of water also counts as a block update, as we can see right like that. So before I should go on, I should mention that water that has things over it doesn't freeze. So that was a problem and something that's useful, because if we got rid of these torches, we'd see all three freeze, no more infinite spring. But if you look here, these two on the side are not going to freeze because they're filled, because they're covered, I mean. And then the one in the middle is open to the air, open to the sunlight. Whoa, sorry. And so it will freeze. And when it does freeze, it's going to stop the water flow. So it's going to take a while. But like I said, ice doesn't freeze quickly. So you're never really going to have a backup of ice trying to push through rapid fire, really, unless you get really lucky / unlucky. I'm not sure what you'd consider it, but so anyways, ice happens. We'll simulate that right here. Water goes away, which does the block update, and powers piston, pushing the ice up. Now, as you can see, when the water flows back, it gets powered again. So it removes the water, but water flows quicker than it decays, in a sense. So the water never, after it gets here, it flicks again, the piston fires, but it never doesn't touch the, it is never removed from being next to the piston. Like, the level may change, it may get a little higher or lower at any point, but it's always there. Actually, I don't even think the level does change. But the problem that I just found is right here. It's getting nighttime, but is right here, and that is that now this is covered. So all we need to do now is add a slight delay over, around, back. Like this. Just get a repeater here. Probably only need a little bit of a delay. And power, oh wait, whoops. That's not gonna work like that. We'll do it like this. And just see if that's enough. And power a piston right there. So let's grab a piston. Come on. Plop it like that. Oh, whoops, I'm sorry, I did this on the wrong side. I wanted to push it the other way. So I'm going to have to do a couple things. I'll be back with you, including sleep, so hang on 1 second, I'll be back. Alright, I'm back, and it's fully operational now, I believe. And basically what I did is I made, when it pushed the ice block up, it would also push it back this way. And I had deleted one of the other demonstrations over here. Like my original design that was a failure. I always like to show my failures just so that nobody thinks I don't know, just to show my process, really. Getting a little bit of lag, a little bit of frame rates, not sure why. I've been getting that with a lot of consistency when I never had before. But oh well. What was I saying? Oh, right, so it's the same system down here, and like I said, it just pushes it over, and then timed, so it first pushes it up, shortly after that, it pushes it, oh, here it goes, pushes it up, shortly after that, it pushes it over, shortly after pushing it over, it pushes it down, shortly after that, it pushes it out, and the end result, I hope, and what I believe will happen, and it does fire twice. It's annoying, but it doesn't cause problems because it's not like ice is going to be freezing that quickly, so the pistons aren't going to be in use when they don't need to be. Let me just speed this up here a little bit by just adding a crap ton of ice, because I want to show what happens. I don't know how many pistons can take, but it's not too much more than this. I want to show what will happen when it gets filled, which is another when it gets filled. Yep, alright, so there's that, and then it just becomes this piston, just pushing them straight. Oh wait, yeah, I mean, unless you have a gap down there by that other one, but like a gap below this one that it can crush. So make sure you don't build this over like a thin ground with a cave underneath, or your piston will just plow through it. But if you don't have that, this will just continue to go. Of course, a lot slower than this, but say you're ready for a nice, I don't know how long this is supposed to be. But, you know, I don't want to make it seem like it's more efficient than it really is. I suppose I could just count and look it up on the internet how far it can push. I can never remember. I've looked it up so many times. But we'll just try one fewer. Yep, that push. Alright, so that's the max. So that means it would bring it out to like this, and then we'd go this far, and then it would bring it to like right like this, if I'm correct. So this is what it's going to look like when it's filled and unable to continue. Derp. And then you could just come take your silk touch and fly through here. Obviously don't go flying through to the piston, and I'd probably leave it at about there. And then you have to make sure that it doesn't, because if right, 1 second. Let me redo this here. Just take a guess at how far it has to be. So did that just do that? Oh, whoops. Wait, reset. Okay, so if that does that, yeah, it's probably gonna get stuck like this. So you also just have to remember to do it like that. Clear this one out so that it'll keep going. And that's about it. So yeah, if you liked this video, please show some kind of support. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and if you use this in a video that ends up on YouTube or anything like that, then I don't like ask that you give me credit, but if you do let me know, then I will add the link to that video in this description to give people actual implementations. That's the one thing I don't like, is that a lot of these little tiny things I come up with end up being useless because no one has a use for them. I want people to know exactly what uses they can. This is a pretty straightforward use. I'm not playing on 1.3 yet. You can see up here. Playing on 1.2.5. Oops. But I will be playing on 1.3 soon, actually in a couple days when 1.3 comes out. And this is going to be the farm that I'm going to use for to gather ice, because it seems like a good one. It's slow, that's the only thing, but I've seen a lot of people do grid like square ones, like Etho from the channel Etho's Lab, very popular. If you don't know him, you should. If you play Minecraft. I think he was actually the inventor of the bud switch that we were talking about today. But or the finder, I don't know. But he made like a giant square, and then did something like this, where he filled it with water, and this is probably gonna freeze because I'm not gonna cover it. And then he just used pistons to uncover the water so that it all filled itself in. Did I miss one? I missed one. My fault. So it filled itself in and became a square. See how that works? And then, like I said, he covered the end ones, and so then some of the ones that weren't covered, like he did something like that, and so that one wouldn't freeze, etc. I don't need to go into his whole design, but basically the point is that the reason why I'm bringing his up is because his is good, and it made a lot more ice than this one, and it probably made it faster too, because they didn't have to be produced one at a time. All of them could be freezing at the same time, so it's all going to be done at about the same time, or on average the same time. But his, you have to kind of, if you only want a couple, like here's one, there's one, here's one, then that's not in the line is the point of this one. Really, it's in a nice neat line for you. Just gotta come down, and it's also that's the whole point. This one, it's kind of like you mine it out, and there it goes. I don't know. I mean, he's the awesome YouTuber, not me, so who am I to say? I'm not saying mine's better, but who am I to say that what the flaws of his are or not? I'm not sure what he's worked out. He also, I just noticed, uploaded the video of it today, so clearly he hasn't put any thought in, or he put thought into it. He hasn't put a bunch of thought, because ice is also something that's once 1.3 comes, it's not really it's not really rare, so farms of it aren't a huge deal. You could just clear out an entire snow biome and be set for life, but that's not the point. The point is, I built it. It would be awesome if people could use it. I think I already said that if you do use it and it ends up in a video, let me know. Your video will be put in the description of this video. And why isn't it working now? I guess it's just taking forever to freeze. Oh, wait, no. Yes, it just is. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.